I sat down to write. I learned two things. I learned that you can have a senior moment even though you're not a senior. And that when it comes to your son's bar mitzvah, it's not something that could be borrowed. It has to come from deep inside. So yossi, I was looking for inspiration to share with you this evening. So I looked in the Torah. Our Torah describes the very first bar mitzvah in history. That's right. Abraham, and Sarah are having a bar mitzvah for their son, Isaac, Yitzchak. This was 3,700 years ago, actually on the holiday of Passover, Isaac's birthday, his bar mitzvah. These founders of Judaism are not just celebrating the bar mitzvah of their son born to them miraculously at an old age. They are also celebrating the fact that they see the next generation of Judaism in front of their eyes. They see that Judaism will flourish as they pass it down through their son. Abraham and Sarah are very important people in the world. They were well known from far and wide. And therefore, they had a very impressive guest list at this bar mitzvah. All the big wigs, the who's who of the upper echelons of society. There were kings, queens. They were all there. In fact, believe it or not, we have a list of some of the guests that attended that bar mitzvah. One of the names on the guest list was a giant. His name was Og. He was the king of a nation called Bashan. And he towered over all of those who were present. The Torah tells us a conversation that took place that evening. It's in the Midrash. Og, the giant, probably after one too many l'chaims, muttered under his breath with smugness and cynicism. He said, "You call this kid a blessing? This is who we are here to celebrate? This little Isaac? Look how small and how scrawny he is. If I want," says Og, "with one finger, I can wipe him away." Abraham overheard this whisper, but he bit his lip and didn't say anything. Fast forward, friends, 6 generations later. Og was blessed with a very long life. But how did Og die? It was through that scrawny boy's descendants. That's right, Moshe, the great leader, Moses, killed Og many years later in battle. How ironic that he laughed at that boy's bar mitzvah. And yet he met his end at that bar mitzvah boy's great-grandson. In a letter penned to a bar mitzvah boy in 1929, our Rebbe discusses this story from the Midrash. And its lesson, yossi, is what I would like to give you today. The Rebbe writes that Og was not just a tall man physically. He was the embodiment of all things physical. Og had it all. And he symbolizes good looks, money, power, glitz, glamour. Whatever he wanted, he was able to get. And then he gets invited to a bar mitzvah. The first of its kind. He didn't even know what to expect. The bar mitzvah of the son of Abraham and Sarah. You know, Abraham and Sarah, the guys who believe in God, who claim that their son was blessed to them as a miracle from God. Those people, the idealistic types, that think they can change the world. The naive visionaries. And Og thinks, yeah, right. There's no future for a kid like this in our world, in the real world. In the real world, says the Og, that kid won't succeed. If not in battle, the pressures of the real world won't allow a Jewish kid like this to succeed. There will be no future, says the Og of today. Yossi, those voices of cynicism that existed back then, they exist now too. They say you can't raise a child with wholesomeness, purity, and holiness. In the age of Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, if you want to try, it needs to be in the holy city of Jerusalem or in a cocoon in Brooklyn. But Novato, California, Marin County 2024, not a chance, they say. But Yossi, Avram did not answer Og that evening at the bar mitzvah. Because Yossi, actions speak louder than words. Here we are, 3,723 years later, after the first bar mitzvah of history. Here we are, a few 100 million bar mitzvah later. And here we are, family, friends, colleagues, and our lovely, beautiful community celebrating you. A pure, sincere Jewish boy, raised to be another link in this long and golden chain. And you, like Isaac of old, you are a miracle of the Abraham of our generation, of the Lubavitcher Rebbe. The Rebbe, like Abraham, was a visionary. He made it his life's mission to teach the world about the oneness of God. Your Savta, your Babi, your Zaidi, they didn't grow up observing Torah and mitzvot. My father, of blessed memory, met the Rebbe Shliach in Vancouver, British Columbia. Your Savta met the Rebbe's Chassid in Paris, France. Your Zaidi met the Rebbe Shluchim in San Diego, California. And your Babi spent countless Friday nights and Shabbat, hours and hours, at the Shabbat table of one of the Rebbe's foremost secretaries, Rabbi Klein, just the next door over from 770 Eastern Parkway. When Mommy and I got married, we dreamed that one day we would join the ranks and be Shluchim of the Rebbe, to join the Rebbe's army, to bring the Rebbe's dream into fruition. And we feel blessed that we were sent to Novato to build our family and our extended family, our lovely community here in Novato. Yossi, you are a 2024 made in California miracle of the Rebbe. You are living proof how wrong the oaths of every generation are as you embark on your life's journey, filled with giants and oaths in the world, filled with doubts in the world, of finding your moral compass, finding your tower of Torah to guide you. It's a world filled with giants. But remember where you come from. Remember where your parents come from. Remember the sacrifices your grandparents made to witness today. Remember Yossi to be a chassid, a Yir Shemayim, and a Lamdan, a pious, a God-fearing, and learned Jew. And may you grow to bring incredible nachas to your family and to the Rebbe, joining the ranks in the army. So dear friends, l'chaim. L'chaim to Hashem, to God, that He has another ambassador of light in this world. L'chaim that another one of Abraham and Sarah's descendants are joining the ranks of our people. Thank you, Hashem, for blessing and for continuing to bless our family and for showering us and continue to shower our family and our community, our extended family, with health, with wealth, with joy, with simcha, and with nachas. that we have. Mazel tov, mazel tov. I now introduce you to the star of the hour, to the Chassan, the groom of today. I introduce you to Yossi Lenda.